Would you ever wonder what a modern-day America would look like under Hillary Clinton if the voting system was based purely on popular votes, and America under Hillary Clinton would have been possible? However, the presidential victory is not determined entirely by a popular voting system, which is where the Electoral College comes into play. In the Electoral College, representatives from each state vote for the president, almost always picking the candidate that the majority from their state picked. The Electoral College is relevant since it is a controversial way to determine the most important leader in our country. Many people have complained that the Electoral College is not an effective system, saying that it does not provide a president that represents the American people. This has led to talks about abolishing the Electoral College in favor of a popular voting system. However, the Electoral College should not be abolished due to its significance in giving every state representation and being an efficient system. First, the Electoral College is significant in giving every state in the United States a role to determine the outcome of the presidential election. Yet it pose no states that swing states become crucial for presidential candidates. Swing states are states that have about equal conservative and liberal influences. This means that politicians are forced to campaign heavily in these swing states, since all of the votes from one state only go to one candidate. One prominent example of a swing state is Florida. Since Florida is a populous state, Florida can either make or break a candidate's victory. For example, the electoral votes from Florida determines the outcome of the 2000 election. However, not just the big states are important. Peter Wallison states that smaller states gain more proportional representation than larger states. This means that even the smaller states play a crucial role in determining a presidential victor. Also, pose no states that no region has enough electoral votes to give a candidate victory. This means that candidates must branch outside of their regions to gain electoral votes. In the Electoral College, every state plays its part to elect the president. Also, the Electoral College streamlines the election process. One reason for this is that the Electoral College determines a presidential victor much more effectively than a popular vote system. Yet suppose no reports that disputes over popular votes are harder to handle as opposed to electoral votes. Small differences in popular votes trigger candidates to demand recounts. However, electoral votes are much more precise, greatly reducing the risk of a demanded recount. Another reason is to keep the amount of candidates running for president low. Peter Wallison reports that a popular vote system would encourage much more candidates to run. While this sounds great and all, letting more candidates run would lead to a potential disaster by similar parties who emphasize a specific issue run against each other. Some would argue that a runoff election would narrow the candidates down to two, but this thought does not produce a desired outcome. For example, Peter Wallison reports that a runoff election could result in a race between a candidate from the pro-choice party and a candidate of the pro-gun party. In this example, it is guaranteed that most of the liberal half would be angry that both candidates in the runoff are conservative, and the reverse would also be true. An electoral college encourages only one conservative and one liberal candidate to run, making the process much more streamlined. The Electoral College streamlines the election process by avoiding parity and producing preciseness. Due to giving significance to every state and being more efficient than a popular voting system, the Electoral College should not be repealed. There's a reason why our founding fathers implemented the Electoral College.